pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Other.
Hi, everybody. You can sit. You can sit. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Dan Gilbert. I'm the principal of North Quincy High School. We still have some kids coming in. But I want to welcome you here today. It's an incredible honor for us to have the Parris Island Marine Corps Band here. You guys look amazing. You sound amazing. You guys are in for a treat. I got to hear some of the warm-ups. But I do want to recognize some people and just highlight some folks before we begin. I do want to welcome Christine Cucini, who is the Director of Veteran Affairs for the City of Quincy, but also the mother of two great kids, both of whom I had at Broadmeadows. So always great to see you in both places. So welcome to Christine. Mildred Cox is also here. She's going to be 100 on March 27th. Served in the Marine Corps during World War II, yes?
Oh.
Welcome. I do want to recognize Chloe. Just kidding. It was a joke. She's a twin sister. And they like to play games about who's who. She is already enlisted in the Marine Corps and will be serving and beginning, August 6th. August 6th. So give her a round of applause, please. I also want to just recognize Larry Taglieri, who's the Director of Academic Programs in the Quincy Public Schools. Keith Segal is the Executive Director of a million different things in the Quincy Public Schools. Welcome. Appreciate you guys being here. And welcome to Kevin Powers, who is here, also works for Quincy, does so much stuff for our website, social media. You follow the Instagram page for QPS, that's all her. So does a great job for all of us. My father served in the Air Force. Was stationed in Japan during the Korean War. Scored very high in aptitude for language, so he learned Russian in 6 weeks, and then intercepted Russian transmissions during the Korean War. My uncle served in the United States Army. I get a little emotional because the sacrifice of people in the military, in my opinion, goes so far sometimes under the radar of what's important and what's made this country the great country that it is. My uncle served in the United States Army during the Vietnam War. And so the military is very near and dear to my heart. And it's very near and dear to this school, in this city, in this school system. And when we had the opportunity, or was introduced to me, would you be willing to have the Parris Island Marine Corps Band here? I said yes. And I said, I don't care when it is or what time it is, we'll make it work somehow, because I believe that this is an incredible opportunity for you, because I want you to see the things that they do, but also recognize the service of veterans and current servicemen in this country. We talk about it before every Veterans Day, we talk about it before Memorial Day, and there's a very important part of our school that is also part of the junior ROTC. Sarge still here? No. Miss M is here, and some of our ROTC students are here. Very vibrant part of our school. So I do want to welcome Warrant Officer Martia Tompa. Yes. Welcome. And Sergeant Michael Barnett is right there. Welcome. And our Marine recruiter, Sergeant Thomas Sweeney, is also here. You may see him around. He comes from Military Mondays. Great resource for our kids, obviously. Pretty amazing. I'm very proud of you. Yeah, he's good? Oh, what a ringing endorsement. I do want to thank Mr. DeMarco and Mr. Kavanaugh, Ms. Campatello, and I think Mr. Crew. Is Mr. Crew here? Yeah. In the back. Hi, Mr. Crew. For all the work they do with our band. Our band has grown tremendously in the last several years, 10 years. We are actively winning awards and competitions, and for those of you who think you're good, pay attention, because you still got some work to do. I do want to thank Rich Ragusa for all of his help organizing this, and the Quincy Police for the escort and all the things. Thank you so much.
Again, thank you everyone for being here. These are the Marines of the Parris Island Marine Band. As Marine musicians, these Marines perform anywhere from 350 to 450 performances to support either military ceremonies, community relations, school tours such as this one. And we perform anywhere from Beaufort, South Carolina, all the way as far north, up and down the eastern seaboard. So today's program, like previously mentioned, we have an opportunity to tell the Marine Corps story. We're going to be honoring the legacy of Marines who came before us and those who are currently serving, and even those who are about to join our ranks as Marines. And we're also going to be able to showcase the talents of some individual Marines here within our ensemble. The first piece performed today was Fanfare, and it was composed by Paul Murtha. And that piece was composed specifically to honor the men and women who sacrificed their lives after the attack on September 11th. This next piece that we're going to be performing is called Century of Service. And I think, especially because the stars have aligned, it is very fitting that we're going to be performing that piece, especially here today. That piece was commissioned in 2018 to commemorate 100 years of women serving in the United States Marine Corps. So when the composer, who is the now director of the President's Own Marine Band, Lieutenant Colonel Ryan Nowlin, was approached by this piece, he wanted to celebrate the legacy of women Marines and also showcase the future of a more modernized force. So please enjoy this performance of Century of Service.
had the chance to go out there. But years ago, our mayor, who is an incredible supporter of our school system, but also very, very supportive of the military, and our veterans, and our servicemen. But there's the Atrium of Honor is out there of all in that list of people that went to North Quincy High School who actively served, some of whom unfortunately lost their lives during their service. And there's a bulletin board or a board around the side that has all of the kids over the last several years that have gone to North that are now currently serving. The mayor is a great supporter. That was his brainchild years ago, and I know he would love to have been here today. I believe he has a very important meeting, but know that it's a very important thing for him and for our school. So, great job. Dare I say our conductors, our band conductors should pay attention. They might learn something as well. I don't know. I'm just messing. Thank you.
All right. So thank you for that. So we're going to transition into our next piece of music, and we're going to be featuring an instrument that is not commonly found in military bands, at least Marine military bands. So we're going to be doing a bagpipe feature called Highland Cathedral, and this piece was commissioned for the 1982 Highland Games by 2 German composers. And we're going to be featuring one of our very own Marine clarinetists. She's from Rochester, New York. Please welcome Staff Sergeant Devin King, and please enjoy. You're not supposed to be on your phones, right? Go ahead, pull out your phones. And just because I was on my phone earlier, I know the service is a little bit slow in here. But you're going to see on the beams of this auditorium and then also in the aisles, there's going to be QR codes. So when you have a chance, please take time to scan those QR codes. And on there, you're going to see the program notes as far as everything that we performed for all of you this afternoon. You're going to have a direct link, so if you want more specific information about either the Parris Island Marine Band or the other non-Marine Corps bands that are located across the world, you can follow that information, and you can also follow us on our social media. So one thing I'm going to ask, just because this is going to be more of an interactive audience experience, is go ahead, pull up Instagram, and the Instagram link is MCRD_Parris Island Marine Band.
With underscores in between every single word.
Yes. So go ahead, just put it in the search bar. You'll see our logo on there. Give us a follow, and then whenever you have a chance, please just send us links and clips as far as everything that you did enjoy from today's performance, because we love just to have that follow-on interaction with each and every single one. Our next selection is going to be a very enthusiastic piece called Hounds of Spring. It was a composition by Alfred Reed based off of a poem composed many years ago, and it's one of my favorite pieces just because it's very light, it's very agile, it showcases every single section within the ensemble. So please enjoy our performance of Hounds of Spring.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, thank you for having us out here. I am Staff Sergeant Mike Barnett. I am the enlisted conductor for the Parris Island Marine Band. So my job encompasses kind of quality assurance of musical output for all of our ensembles. We have this wind ensemble here, but we also have other ensembles that go out and perform ceremonies like our brass quintet, woodwind quintet, jazz combo. We have a New Orleans style brass band. And I'm forgetting one. Our ceremonial band, of course. A lot of my conducting happens on the march where we're standing and playing for ceremonies out there. And then sometimes I'm allowed to be up in front of this group. So earlier, Warrant Officer Compo mentioned that we're going to be featuring some of our Marines. You already saw Staff Sergeant King play the bagpipes. This next one, we're going to feature Corporal Lucas Sherman here on the trumpet. This song is Trumpeter's Lullaby. This is written by Leroy Anderson, who you may recognize from Sleigh Ride, which you probably have played if you're in the band. And you will continue to play if you continue to be in the band. But he has lots of other great songs. So please welcome Corporal Sherman and enjoy Trumpeter's Lullaby.
recently, there's been a couple of years where people don't want to really express whether they're in favor or they support the direction this is heading.
This topic, of course, is Star Wars. Whether you like the new movies or the TV shows or anything, we all know that the music has been incredible and continues to be incredible. The next song here is from Star Wars Episode 7, John Williams' March of the Resistance. Here we go. I'm going to conduct one more for you here, and we're going to feature one more. This next song, please welcome Corporal Nathan Jones on the tuba. We're going to be playing Edward Greggson's Tuba Concerto. As a tubist myself, I am very excited to get to conduct this and for y'all to hear it. I know that a lot of you are music students. Do we have any tuba players in the room? All right. This one's for y'all. This one's for you.
have a chance, take time to scan the QR codes or follow us on social media. At the end of our performance today, we look forward to staying behind, so please we hope to shake hands with each and every single one of you so we can learn as far as who you are. We can tell you as far as our individual stories of how we became Marine musicians ourselves, or if you want just more information about the Marine Corps as a whole, please make time to talk to Sergeant Sweeney, because I know he has a chance to see you guys a lot more often than we do. This last chapter of this afternoon's performance is going to be us commemorating the partnership and more importantly, our naval heritage. This year, well actually, 2025 is going to signify a hallmark year when it comes to the United States Navy and the United States Marine Corps. And with that, that means both of these services will be approaching their 250th anniversary of being the United States Navy in October and the United States Marine Corps in November. This next selection that we're going to be performing is titled Who's Who in Navy Blue, and it's a march composed by none other than the American bandmaster, the March King, the former director of the President's Own Marine Band, and the former director of the United States Navy Band, John Philip Sousa. Please enjoy Who's Who in Navy Blue. For this afternoon is going to be a piece called Symphonic Scenario, and it's based off of Victory at Sea. So while 2025 signifies 250 years of the United States Naval Service and also the Marine Corps, what is very significant also about 2025 is that will be the 80th anniversary of the end of World War II. 80 years. And where the source material for this next piece comes from, the mini-series called The Pacific. Some of you may or may not be familiar. But that was the time in which, when that piece, or when that movie, miniseries, excuse me, was created, it gave an opportunity for all of us here at home at that time to see what the actual war effort was happening across in the Pacific as far as the Marines and the sailors and other service members who were forward deployed during that time. So with this piece, I always like to think of it as an opportunity for us to commemorate the title that Marines have had ever since the beginning of our Corps, which is Soldiers of the Sea. So please enjoy this next performance, especially for us to commemorate over almost 80 years of legacy, of tradition, of heritage, of sacrifice, with our performance of Symphonic Scenery. performance. A performance like this is not able to be put together without some help from very key players from within the ensemble. So allow me to introduce you to my staff. Our ceremonial drum major is on trumpets, Staff Sergeant Tiffany Woda. Performing on sax, Staff Sergeant Victor Norris. Again, please give another hand to Staff Sergeant Devin King. Staff Sergeant is the one who tells us what to wear and where to be, and she also yells at us if we're not there on time. Staff Sergeant Jessica Hubble. Is probably one of the most important staff sergeants we have. He's the one who gives me all of the money, allows me to pay for all of the instruments, all of the music, the buses, the hotels, the everything. On to Staff Sergeant Dan Rizzo. Earlier, the enlisted conductor and also really the main staff sergeant who's been putting all of this together for the Marines here in the greater Boston area, Staff Sergeant Michael Barnett. Thank you all for welcoming us into your school. Do we have time to do one more? One more?
Oh, yeah.
One more?
Yeah.
Well, please join us for the playing and singing of the Marines hymn. Unless we end with our nation's march starts and strikes forever. However, in order to lead us and send us off, is Mr. DeMarco here? Follow him. Again, thank you all for inviting us to your school. We hope to come back as the Paris Island Marine Band, but if it's not us next time, it's going to be one of the other 9 Marine Corps bands. Again, please make time to reach out to us via the QR codes. Thank you all for just being such a wonderful audience and Semper Fidelis.
Come on, a little louder, please. That was amazing. Mr. DeMarco, incredible. Did you wake up this morning and think, you know what, I'm going to conduct the Paris Island Marine Corps Band? Is this like the Super Bowl? It's like the Starship Enterprise, he says. You guys are absolutely amazing. So on behalf of our school, on behalf of our city, on behalf of the mayor and our superintendent, thank you for today. But more importantly, thank you for your service to this country. It is because of you that we have the ability to do so many things and have so many freedoms, and we forever will be grateful. Thank you so much. Thank you.